breaking news alerts, top stories, and your weather authority forecast. You're watching Rise and Shine.
Hey, 6:50, we're back. It is time to geek out on a Monday. Give me the rock, brother. All right. Owen Robbins, back from KRS Systems. We do this every single Monday. There he is. You got that wild look in your eye this morning, like you're ready to go. What do you got for us, man? Look at you.
Well, this is a tough one. I'm not talking about a gadget. I'm not talking about a cell phone. I'm talking about...
This is a disaster, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a fella, used to work for Gizmodo and now works at Wired.com. He's a internet correspondent, journalist.
Okay.
His article, How Apple and Amazon Security Flaws Led to My Epic Hacking.
Woo! You know it's bad when it's epic.
Yeah, no, it's really bad. There's a picture of him. I only have one slide on this, and it's a link to these articles. Yeah. It's incredible. His article starts with, in a space of an hour, my entire digital life was destroyed. Okay. What went on here is he gets off of work a little early, goes home, and he's playing with his daughter, 18-month-old daughter. Okay. Upstairs, and his phone makes a noise, and he's expecting a call, and he goes over his iPhone, he looks at it, and it's like, whoa. He turns it back on, and it's at the setup screen. Okay. You know, like log into iTunes. Well, that ain't good. No. And so he goes, I wonder what that's about. And so he goes down to his iMac, and just as he's logging on to his iMac, the screen went gray. Yikes. And it asked him for a PIN, and then he knew he was really, really in trouble. And what had gone on, it was a deliberate hacking attempt, and it had nothing to do with who he is. It had to do with his Twitter account. Really? Yeah, he was one of the very, very, very early adopters of Twitter when he was at Gizmodo. So he had Matt, M-A-T, at, and they wanted it. Okay. And so they started messing around and messing around. They found out who he was, and so they did a little social engineering.
Who's they? Just the hackers?
There was, as best as Matt can tell, there were two. Men,
two hackers.
Or two involved.
Two guys,
male, female, we don't really know. We do know one of them goes by the moniker of Phobia, and he has actually had correspondence with Matt since all this. But what he had done is just using like whitepages.com or whatever, he'd be able to get an address, and he has his, because he's an online person, he is amhonan at Gmail, amhonan at me.com, amhonan at Yahoo, la la la.
He's got a big digital footprint.
Yeah, but they're all that same, you know,
same
prefix.
Stuff,
So they then go on to Amazon, and they start messing around on Amazon. They find out enough about him where they then called Apple, and through a little series of social engineering, which is the last 4 digits of the credit card used, you know, for his Apple account, and see that number and his address. Yeah. And in that amount, the technician at AppleCare actually gave out
all the information.
Actually gave him a 48-hour password reset. Well, he also had Find My Phone, Find My iPhone, Find My Mac, which you can do a complete remote wipe with. And when you do that, you get a PIN. So this fellow lost all 18 months photos of his daughter, 8 years of Gmail. No kidding. Lost his Twitter.
What did the hackers do? Did they rack up, did they spend money, or they just wiped him out?
No, they wanted to own Matt at Twitter.
They just wanted it.
They wanted a 3-letter Twitter account. Okay. That's what started the whole thing.
Yikes. All of this for just that little like domain name, I guess, type of thing, or handle.
And as everything is going to the cloud, like look at Google, everything's cloud-based. Yes. Apple's iCloud, trying to push everybody into the iCloud. Now with Windows 8, you know, very, very, very cloud-centric. Okay. You know, with the new Office and so forth. And so you've got to be really, really careful. Use double authentication. You know, use or what they call double factor password manipulation. Have an account. Just go someplace and get an account free, like at Yahoo or Gmail or so forth, and have that account only as a password reset account. Okay. Because it was so simple. Once they finally were able to get in and do that social engineering on the Apple side, they were able to own it all.
So make sure that everything isn't so unified. Also have different passwords for different things, right? Because if you have same password for everything, somebody finds that, they have access to everything, right?
Well, you know, well, you got, you know, Nick at nick.com and Nick at gmail.com and Nick at yahoo.com.
Change it up a little bit.
Sunflower at you know, Reagan.com or something, and Because you can actually you can actually buy a Reagan.com address.
All right. Those are in high demand, I'm sure. Yeah. Well, cool. All right. So thanks for bringing that to light. So don't be like.
No, there was a slide. There was one slide.
Yeah, we've got that'll take you to where you need to be.
You can see that, and that is the URL. That's actually Matt.
Yeah.
But that's the URL at Wired.com that you can read more about this. And there's also a follow-up article that he did on how he's putting his digital life back together.
Gotcha. Hey, we're out of time. Owen, good stuff, my friend. Thank you for keeping us in the loop and keeping us safe. Hopefully, take this guy's advice. 6:56. We're back after this.